What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? CBC, Coastal Boxing Club. It's your boy Eddie Unsteady. You already know I'm in the building. Salute to all of our followers. Salute. Yeah, I got my boy Chi Ming is also on the panels. What is going on, Chi Ming? Salute to you, my brother. What's going on, bro?
Hey, hey, I say, my man, what's happening, pimp?
What is going on, my good sir? What
Shout
is
out to Skywalker, man. We just was over there chopping it up. Shout out to Skywalker Boxing, PWT, all that flash shit. We,
TWT? Salute. What is going on?
oh, we
What?
got somebody commenting already.
Yeah, before the stream started.
Well, look, man, we did well. They already know you know what we talking about. Let's say Estrada is the truth, and Chocolatito 4 is coming. Hey, man, I don't. Hey,
We were just talking about this just now on Skywalker's channel. What fight do you want to see happen with this dude next?
with Estrada,
With Estrada? Like, come on, no. We need to see. We need to see
facts, man. I mean, y'all, what are you not entertained?
man,
Are you not entertained?
this fight can
Is that
sell
not why you are all
over and
here?
over.
Yo, that fight was amazing, man.
Fire.
I thought Chocolatito was dead in the water in that fight. Dead in the water. And then just woke up. And when he woke up. You know what I mean? It was a great fight, man. And how could you not want to see it again? Salute, Carl. Thanks for watching.
Crocodile Hunter Carl.
He sound like Russell Crowe. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, come on, like them boys were made for each other.
Absolutely, Seawood. He started late. And if he would have started earlier, I'm gonna keep it real. We both had it as a draw.
Yeah, I had it a
We had
draw.
it a draw. But
Hmm.
you're right. He started late.
He did. And what do you do with that? It kind of remind like remember when Teofimo Lopez fought Loma? Loma started slow like that almost. He didn't cook till like what
Thank you,
6?
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Yeah, he started too late, way too late. Started way too late. I don't know what he was doing, but one thing I always say, you get one round to fill the guy out. One. I don't know. I don't know what you doing after the first round, trying to fill out a fighter. You second round, third round, he wasn't really doing nothing. He looked shot, but then when he woke up, he woke up. But as I was saying, even as Chocolatito was going off and stepping his game up, Estrada was still right there the whole time.
Loma was
He said
scared of the power. Loma was scared of the power, though.
he was scared of the power. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but he's he wasn't scared of it after round 6. So what are we talking about? He might have felt it and was like thinking twice, but he was going at him after that. After like 6, 7 rounds, he was going at him the whole time. So Chocolatito just started too slow. That's it.
Salute, Mike Biggs Boxing,
Be right
TWT.
back. Mike Biggs, salute. Be right back.
If you ain't already know, salute to my man Mike Biggs. Yo, Mike, you can drop your link in the chat below, bro. You know you're always welcome here, bro. But yeah, man, like absolutely fireworks last night. Like Chocolatito honestly started off way too slow. I wish the same energy he had towards the end of the fight, he would have brought it towards the beginning of the fight. It would have definitely changed the outcome of the fight. I mean, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. It would have leaned. It would have been more of a sturdy fight. We could have been like, all right, this is can go more towards this person or more towards this person. Honestly, I had it as a motherfucking draw.
I had it as a draw. One of the judges had it as a draw, but and the other two judges had it close. So like I'm not mad at the decision. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not gonna say Chocolatito got robbed, none of that.
No,
But
if Chocolatito would have won, then
I might have had a problem with that. I might have had a problem with that. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I picked him to win and I wanted him to win, if he would have won, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Estrada got robbed, but I would be like, that almost would be like a reflection of the last fight that they just had. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If Chocolatito would have won, that's how I would have saw it. Like, damn, they just did that, and then they just flipped it on him. You know what I'm saying? They just did that. But
Estrada was slick, but as long as he got as long as he got paint on the ropes, Roman G was on his ass. Yeah, I
true.
can say that.
Yeah, the middle. It was two different fights. In the middle of the ring, Estrada was working, and when he got on the ropes, Chocolatito started to tee off on him. But
Salute. Kangaroo boxing. What's going on? Salute to the panel. What's going on, my fella?
What's going on, fellas?
good old night.
G'day, mate.
All right.
What's
But
going
yeah,
on, boys?
we just chopping it up, doing what we do. Basically going back, reflecting on the Chocolatito fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on mute, bro. Keep chopping up.
Yeah, but like I was saying, the one thing that like even when Chocolatito was working though and getting back into the fight, Estrada was still cooking with gas. He still was cooking, and that's why I say that if Chocolatito would have won that fight, I would have had issues. It would have been basically the same thing as the last fight.
Man, people calling it a robbery, saying Estrada won by a robbery, man. They don't know what the fuck boxing is, because I'm telling you now, boys, that fight was the fight of the year for me. Man, that was two warriors. Estrada's just on his game. His last fight against Cortez, bro, he was all over that motherfucker from round one to the end of the fight. And you know what? Chocolatito started too slow. You said it already. He started way too late, man. He waited too late, and he got his ass handed to him in them first. I scored it a draw. I don't know how you guys scored it, but I had it 6 apiece.
Yeah,
And you
we
know
both
what?
scored a draw.
Yep.
I gave Estrada rounds 1 to 5, and I gave him the 12th.
Yeah, the 12th won him the fight as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon too.
Yep.
I
That
reckon
was a
too,
seal
bro.
deal. That was a seal deal. Yep.
Yep.
Like
Had
the way
had
he showed out the
Chocolatito
12th.
had Chocolatito fought like he did in the 10th and 11th round, it might have been a different story, because he was catching him, and he had Estrada on the back foot. But man, Estrada in that 12th round, bro, I don't know where he dug that energy from, man, but he just unleashed the beast in that round 12, man.
Facts.
Spinal. My back is broken.
My back is broken. Yeah, man. That's why we was, when people talk about what should they do next, what else do y'all want to see? Like, I
Oh,
don't understand us as boxing fans, and we call ourselves pundits of the sport. What else would we want to see? Like, why would you want to see Chocolatito or Estrada fight anybody else right now? Why?
that exactly. They need to run it back.
That's
Man,
just, I'm telling
them two warriors, they're gonna kill each other in that ring, eh? Man, that was just a war. And for anyone who appreciates the sweet science, man, that's how a boxing match should be fought.
Mm-hmm.
Those two champions, man, they deserve all the accolades. And I know Choc's he'd be down, he'd be feeling down, but man, he left his run too late. He did like what Loma did against
mm-hmm.
Tio. He left his run too late, man. And in my mind, I think that's what won it for him. Them early rounds is what had him in good stead with the judges. I know one of them judges had him up by what did he had him up by? Had Estrada up by like 5 rounds or something. Was it 117, 112 or something?
Yeah, one card, and it was I think it
Bruh.
was yeah, that was crazy. That card was kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. The first when I heard the first card, I heard the draw. I heard it was what was it, 115, 115,
Hmm.
and and I thought that's a good scorecard. That's a good scorecard. But yeah, that white card, man. Like, I'm not saying the fix was in, but man, I don't know who that judge was. Was that Cheatham? Was it Cheatham? I think he's the guy. He's renowned. They call him the cheater. The guy, one of
Oh
them
yeah, well
judges.
yeah, that's what yeah, like his cards be looking real sus, real
Yeah, man.
sus.
Bruh.
But
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't
a
know, man.
you, man. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that result. Anyone who, regardless of who, man, I've seen so many channels like blowing up saying this Chocolatito was robbed. Man, Chocolatito did it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Facts,
He did it
Mm-hmm.
to
facts.
himself, bro. And you know what? As much as I don't like Eddie Hearn, I think that was a great card. That was a really, really good card.
Yeah, better than I thought it would be. I mean, on paper it looked kind of like mid, but it ended up working
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
It ended up working out. And and me, I don't know, man. Like I just feel like those two guys, these three fights, man. I see them in high regards, man. Them three fights that them boys put on, you're not gonna really get no. I'm talking about pure boxing. It's not gonna really get no better than that. It's just not. That's why, like, I'm cool with a fourth one. I'm cool with that all day. I mean, we had four fights with Marquez and Pacquiao, and the reason why we got the fourth fight and we finally got a definitive decision. Now, if them boys would have did that shit one more time, guess what everybody would have been saying? Five.
Five.
Five. And even the fourth fight was lit. The fourth fight with Marquez and Pacquiao was lit. Lit. Them boys, Pacquiao, Marquez dropped him. Pacquiao looked like he dropped Marquez. Pacquiao looked like he was taking over, and then one punch put his ass right to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But we got a definitive decision in the fourth fight. That was the only reason why we walk away from it. But if they would have did that again, why wouldn't you have not wanted to see it again? That's what I say. That's
But
why
they
I say
didn't
this.
come back in.
I say the same thing about Fury
Okay.
and Wilder. Why not a fourth fight? Why not? Why not? That third fight was out of pocket. People be trying to move on and go here and go do this, but you got to think about another thing too. I always try to tell people that love boxing, you got to think about how the promoters is thinking and how they moving because they think about making money. You know what I'm saying? The money come first. And when you think
yeah. But
about
with
that, like I that
sorry, bro, keep keep
did
keep
he?
going.
No, you got it. You got it. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Nah, just gonna say, man. What about Joe? What about the Juggernaut? When does the Juggernaut get a chop? When does
The
Joe Joyce?
Juggernaut.
When does Joe Joyce, man?
Oh
Joe Joyce.
man,
When
you
when does
know,
he get a chop?
he boogeyman of that division, man. Low key, he the boogeyman in that division because he's one of he's that the high risk, low reward. Now
Rewards.
he's worthy and he's deserving, but you got the big three or four at the top of that division. They don't want to do anything with him until the smoke clears with all four of them. That's how I feel about it. They don't want to do the only thing I can see Joe Joyce doing that would maybe fight Wilder, the winner of Ruiz and Wilder, if they get it on, that might actually make Fury or Usyk, whoever's champion, want to do something with him, maybe. But they gonna duck him as long as they can. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a good matchup. I think Wilder, Joe Joyce would be good. He deserves a shot, man. Like, why wasn't Fury fighting him next? You know what I mean? They're both coming off good wins.
Listen, we
I
all
mean,
know. Listen. We all know why. We all know why Fury didn't fight him next. We all know why.
man, I don't
We
like
all
the
know
way that
why.
dude moves, man. I don't like the way that dude moves, man. And to be honest, man, the heavyweight division is in crisis mode. Like these cherry picks, man, they gotta stop. They gotta stop. No one wanted to see Dillian White Fury. No one wanted to see Chisora Fury. That race has been run, man. And, man, Fury was playing with his food, bro. I don't care what anyone says. He played with his food, man. It was like teaching a toddler how to eat vegetables. You know, you sit that kid on that chair and they eat all their meat first, and you're like, eat that fucking broccoli. And they're flicking that broccoli off. He was just playing with his food, man.
Yeah, I look, I am a big fan of Tyson Fury in the ring, but all that extra shit that he be doing, and then plus his record to me, I've always questioned that shit. If anybody watch the stream, they know me. I always question his resume, always, like because I go back and I look, he ain't really done nothing. Like,
Yeah, but you
what
know
has he
what?
done?
When he's old and retired and got his grandkids on his knee, and they're gonna look back at his resume and they're gonna say, "Granddad, what the fuck did you fight this bum for 3 times? What'd you fight this bum for? Why didn't you fight this guy?" Yeah, we're not stupid, man. We just want to see. We just want to see good fights, man. I think
Yeah, I mean,
Wilder. I think Joe Joyce's chin with Wilder's right hand, man. That's something I want to see.
facts. That's a good intriguing thing that you brought up right there because Daniel Dubois. Oh man, Skywalker. Did you see his fight? The co-main for the Tyson Fury. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, he won, but he is shitty as fuck. Like you know who he remind me of? Frank Bruno. That's who he remind me of. That's who that's who Daniel Dubois remind me of. Facts. Big, strong, athletic, cut, look the
But
part.
Chinny.
Chili. I'm talking about a hard breeze with a couple of leaves or put his ass down.
he
He
got
got
that
a
Amir.
deep
He got that Amir Khan thing going on.
fact. Got all the tools. It's there. Everything's there. But he chinny as hell. That dude almost knocked him out in the first round yesterday.
Yeah, the mayor.
He dropped him 3 times. He dropped Dubois 3 times in the first round.
Yeah, man. He's the mayor of Chinonia.
Joe Bush dislocated his whole face with a jab.
Yeah.
Dislocated his whole face with a jab. So like, what we doing?
Man, that Casemiro fight. What do you think of Akaho, bro?
Oh man. Come on, man.
That dude don't even deserve a
Oh
license.
my god.
Like I said, that
Hell
dude,
no,
like
man. What the fuck, man?
that acting
You
job,
get your goddamn ugly ass.
that acting job that he pulled, man, that shit was horrible, man. Like I said, I seen better acting in porn movies, dog. I seen better acting in porn, dog.
That
It
motherfucker
was
needs a guest spot on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, bro.
it was crazy. Like it was just so funny. Like I, anybody watch basketball? He did a James Harden flop. He did a James Harden flop. If anybody watch basketball, they know who James Harden is. James Harden is the king of flopping. Like you blow wind on him, he fly into the second row of the seats. You be like, yo, ain't nobody touch you, bro. He grabbing something leg, grabbing his arm, eye. Nobody touched you. That's the same shit he did. Literally did the same thing. He did a James Harden flop in the boxing ring.
Yeah, that was some whack shit, man. He didn't even get hit with a hand. It was his forearm that glazed him.
His forearm great. To be honest, when I looked at it multiple times, it looked like it didn't really even catch him. Nothing really hit him. Nothing really hit him. It just
Nah.
was like more like a friction rub of the arm and the elbow. Like he didn't catch all of that. You know what I'm saying? He faked that shit. He faked that shit. And you know what made me laugh the best was when I said,
Yeah,
watch him
cool.
fake. I said, watch him keep the bag of ice on his face, on his neck, until he pull out the ring, until he leave, until he go out the ring and walk out. As soon as he was gone, he took the ice off his neck. I'm good. Soon as that happened, he took the ice off his neck. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
He
yeah.
gone, I'm good.
Yeah, he was walking fine then, wasn't he? You know, like he reckoned he couldn't get up off his fucking stool.
Be right back.
You got them sound effects running there, Eddie.
Trying to get them fucking property, yeah. But man,
Man, we tried to get Skywalker's opponent up talking some smack. He wouldn't be in it.
Damn, Skywalker. Skywalker still up. You're gonna have the wife kill you, man.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to be watching movies with your family, bro. I just had my wife give me the hairy eyes and say, "You still on that thing, motherfucker?"
But yeah, man. Fuck Chocolatito, bro.
Mm.
I wouldn't
Hey,
mind
what do you
watching.
think?
Go ahead.
What? No, what was that, bro? You go. You wouldn't mind what?
I wouldn't mind seeing a four fight, man. Honest to
Yeah,
God,
me either.
those two cats right there. I can watch these two guys fight 5, 6 times.
Oh,
Okay, it will always be. I feel like it would be a different outcome every single time.
yeah. I mean, Estrada's riding one hell of a high now, man. He's restored faith in Mexican boxing, man. I got a friend, old LT, man. This lad, he's as hard as a diamond in a snowstorm right now, man. Because they've been taking some L's of late, the poor old Mexicans, but he restored some faith for them boys, man. Old El Rooster.
Definitely did.
Yeah, what do you think about Lopez and Martin?
Scanning for Mexicans. We've got a Mexican.
Shout out to Cartman. Shout out to Cartman. Shout out to Cartman. Yo, listen, man.
Cartman.
Estrada was sharp, man. Like even when Chocolatito was doing his thing, Estrada was still there. Like it wasn't like there was rounds where Chocolatito was just going off and Estrada wasn't doing anything. He was just taking it and just losing these rounds. It's just that I'm gonna be honest about it. Like when I think about it more, are we giving Chocolatito rounds because he looked better than he did in the first 6? Because Estrada looked the same from start to finish.
He did.
Yes, exactly. So, and my opinion is, if Chocolatito would have came in there with the same energy from round 6, would Estrada have that same energy?
Well, you never know. You never know. But one thing I can say is that he did not slow his pace. Period. Even when Chocolatito was being aggressive.
Absolutely not. You're right. Yep.
Even when he got caught on the rope, he fought off the rope. He tried to do everything to get off the rope. He got back in the middle of the ring and he went right back to his routine. He did that shit the whole night. He was there the whole night. So even when Chocolatito was going off doing his numbers, Estrada was still there. So that's why I wonder. I just sit back and I think, like, am I giving Chocolatito rounds because of the fact that he finally started the fight? You get what I mean?
In a way, you guys to say, yeah. You kind of have
because Estrada was still doing his thing.
But Estrada was landing more quality punches, man. Chocolatito was hitting his guard, hitting his hands, hitting his arms. He wasn't landing them flush on his chin or body. You know, like he was getting a lot of his arms and hands with his shots. And man, I don't know. It was a hard score. It was a hard fight to score, man. There was just punches in bunches, man. It was, yeah. I just seen Estrada just, yeah. That 12th round, like you said before, bro. That 12th round just ticked the box for me. I still gave it a draw, man, but I still think, you know, you can't be mad with that call. You can't be mad with Estrada.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be mad at a draw. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't be mad at a draw, and I'm not mad with Estrada winning. But I might be willing to debate if they did say that Chocolatito won. I would be willing to sit down and we could talk about that because, like I said,
man, I spoke to people. I spoke to people that had an 8-4 to Chocolatito. I'm like, dude, what fucking fight were you watching?
Oh, come on, man. That sounds like just some bias. You just was in it to win it. You must have some money on something.
That sounds like a whole lot of fanboy shit to me, bro.
Yeah, that's the truth right there because that wasn't no 8-4 nothing. I don't think it was even 8-4 Estrada as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, exactly.
Like I said, I do feel like in a way when we look at the fight, we giving Chocolatito rounds because he didn't do shit. So we're like, oh, he's throwing punches. Wow, look at him. He's alive. 10-9. He won 10-9. He got a pulse. He ain't good. He won that round 10-9. But Estrada was the same Estrada the whole time. Estrada nice as fuck. And matter of fact, he
What do you
looked
think?
better than he looked better than he did in the second. He looked better than last night than he did in the second fight. Way better to me.
Yep.
He looked better.
Estrada?
It's Estrada looked better.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then and Chocolatito was better in the last fight, but this fight, I don't know what the hell, man. I don't know what that was. I don't
I
know.
think age might be catching up, bro.
It got to be, man, because you just don't. Like I said, that whole feeling them out shit. You get 1 round for that. 1 round. After that, it's time to box. I get the whole stat. You feeling the guy out. You trying to see how he move. You trying to see what he doing. How he gonna throw his punches. But that's all you need is 3 minutes for that. If you
Yeah.
not having activity after the first round, in my opinion, you gun shy. You just don't want to
Facts.
pull the trigger.
Facts. He didn't want. They asked him about the rematch too, and Chocolatito didn't sound real keen on it. He sort of
Did he
looked
say
at him
something?
and went, Yeah, they
Don't talk
asked
to
him
my
if he wanted to
family.
rematch. Estrada straight up said, yeah, let's run it back.
Or
He
Estrada
didn't
said it
care. He
as
said,
soon as
yeah, let's.
it was the first thing he
Yeah.
said.
As soon as he had that strap on that shoulder, he's, yeah, let's run it back.
Yeah, because
But Chocolate,
he knows that's one of
I
the
think
fights that's always gonna pay out.
he's worked him out, bro. I think he's worked Chocolatito out.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
mean,
worked
but
out how
I still want to see it again. I still would rather see that than
Oh,
Estrada fight anybody else. That's just my.
well, you
I
know what,
don't
bro?
want to.
When it's a close fight like that, we all want to see a rematch. Everyone wants to see a rematch because
I mean, shit. Look how we down. Look at it. Like you can't look how we talking about it. We've been on 30 minutes almost, and we talking about how it's debatable. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that Chocolatito's shortcomings and him not doing what he was supposed to do in the
yep,
first few rounds, we still talk about how close it was. We still talk about how it's a fight of the year candidate. So why the fuck would we not want to see that shit again? Like, why not? Them other dudes ain't worthy.
yep,
They not even worthy. Them other dudes in that divisions and them 3 weight classes that they surround really ain't worthy to fight none of them, as far as I'm concerned. That's just me. Because I feel like they'll beat
nah,
everybody else
I
anyway.
agree.
They'll beat everybody else anyway.
Yep,
So let them settle the score. And if that can't happen, then I do like a Donaire against Chocolatito. Because I feel like that would be like a Legends thing. And the winner can figure out, they both can figure out what they want to do in life going forward after a fight like that. That's why I like the
yep.
Donaire versus
I,
Chocolatito over Donaire versus Estrada. That's just my opinion. I
I,
like that. I feel like that's a better fight that you can sell. Two, I feel like that's a bigger fight. People will make more money. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
I mean, Estrada is a name that we know, but he not really like a big household name. Donaire, he been around forever. He a future Hall of Famer. Motherfuckers know who he is. That's just a bigger fight. Chocolatito, these 2 Hall of Famers, like legends in the game.
mm.
I like that fight better. That's just
You know what?
me. That's just me.
Yep.
What do you think about Tiafimo and Sandor Martin?
Oh shit.
See if people better not
That's
play
this
with him.
weekend.
Oh shit. I forgot about that. That's definitely this weekend.
Yeah,
If Martin had just a little bit more zip in his punches, man, he actually might stand a chance in this because he can box.
yeah,
He could box. And now I'm gonna tell you, Teofimo Lopez is a good fighter, but he one of them guys like I have issues with like, can you make everything that goes on outside of the ring go away and avoid those distractions and be able to do what you're really supposed to do in the ring when you go in the ring? Because I'm gonna tell you, the last 2 times I seen him fight, I can tell that everything else that's going on with him outside the ring and his ego are the reason why his performances don't be all that. He should have dusted Cambosis, y'all. Should have dusted him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, but he
Should have
didn't.
dusted him, man. But he didn't. I mean,
He was
Martin
all.
beat Mikey Garcia. Me and Eddie Sapp was
Mm,
tripping watching that shit. Can't even believe. I still can't believe that shit happened.
Yeah, absolutely. What the fuck?
Still can't
Yeah.
believe Mike Garcia lost to Martin. I just like don't understand it.
You
But
know
he
what?
might
I
just
think if Tio doesn't show class and doesn't show that he's a level above Sandor Martin, man, I don't think he's got anything for anyone else at 140. Because there's another Aussie nipping at his heels, Liam Paro. He's ranked number 2 in the WBO. He's
right.
right underneath Tiafimo. So he wants that.
And
He
he's
wants that.
hungry. And he's hungry.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing. Does
Liam.
Tiafimo want to fight somebody his weight class and hungry? Because
Yep.
that's what happened. You fought Cambosis, and Cambosis was hungry. I don't know if Teofimo Lopez has been hungry since he beat Loma. For real.
I think he was drinking his own Kool-Aid, bro. I think he got, I
Yeah,
think he
yeah,
got all
most
caught
definitely.
up in the hype, and I think he thought he'd just walk straight through Cambosis. And you know what? I don't think because I think after this fight, I think the WBO is they might mandate Liam Paro and Tiafimo, and I think Tiafimo might be worried that he might have another boxing kangaroo that's going to give him some mental problems.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Because man, Liam Paro, I don't know if you've seen Liam Paro and Brock Jarvis. Brock Jarvis is Jeff Fennick's fighter. Jeff Fennick was a great Australian, one of the
oh man,
all-time
Jeff Finnick
Australian
was a
greats.
savage. Jeff Finnick was
Yeah,
a
man.
savage. I'm gonna tell
And
you a little story I heard about Jeff Finnick. I heard Jeff Finnick did not train like everybody else trained. I heard
no,
that
he didn't.
he was like, yo, I go in the gym hour and a half, go home, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, what are y'all doing? He used to train just like everybody else go to the gym. Just like that.
Yep.
Not no eight,
Yeah,
nine, 10 hours.
that was him,
Not
man.
no 8, 9, 10 hours in the gym. Hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm gone. And he was
Yep.
and he was the truth.
The Marrickville Mauler.
Yeah, man. Jeff Hennick was
Yeah.
nice as fuck.
Yeah, he was good. He was robbed. If you want to talk about fucking robberies, go watch a Zuma Nelson, Jeff Fennick. That's
Yo,
the biggest
that might
play.
be the biggest robbery in the history of boxing. That might be the
I think it
biggest
is.
joint. That might be the
Yep.
biggest one.
Yep.
Because the Zuma
Yep.
Nelson was getting his ass beat.
Yep. That was disgusting. And for the WBC to give him that stupid strap, man, I would have wrapped it around Mauricio Suleiman's fucking head.
Well, you know
It
he's one
doesn't
of the
change.
biggest gangsters in the world. The Suleimans are some of the
Suleiman.
biggest gangsters in the world, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
but
y'all,
it
but
doesn't.
we don't.
It don't change the record, man. They don't overturn. Have you ever heard of a boxing bout been overturned? I don't think so.
No. Then they had a nerd like, and it killed me when they do the like they had a questionable decisions and they have like a review committee and watch the fight. They'd be like, oh, well, we decided that such and such won the fight, but y'all don't want to overturn the decision. So why the fuck did y'all waste that money for?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Exactly
no,
right.
man,
But I'll
it's
tell you
crazy.
one thing a lot.
It's crazy that Jeff Fennick and Zuma Nelson shit, dog. That's crazy. I don't even know if a lot of people that might be watching us even know about shit like that. I remember I
Yeah.
seen it. I
Well,
remember watching it young as hell. I remember like when I saw it when I was young and I was tripping. I'm gonna keep it real. You might laugh at me, but I was like, is Jeff Fennick from South Africa? I kept asking my uncle that, and he would laugh at me when I would ask him that.
He's from Sydney, Australia.
Yeah. I mean, I figured. I mean, he told me, and I know now. But when I first seen that fight, I
Yeah.
kept asking, was he from South Africa?
Yep. Yeah, he was a good boxer, man. He was a great boxer. He kind of fucked up, and once he retired, and he got caught stealing jewelry out of a jeweler's store, and he kind of went a bit off the rails, a bit old Jeff. But he's back on track now, and yeah, kind of hit the street a bit, kind of got into that street life.
Do Teofimo Lopez really want to fight somebody that's hungry right now? Because like I said,
I don't
I
think
think a
so.
focused. I think a focused Teofimo Lopez is one of the baddest boys out here. I'm not gonna front. That boy got
was
power.
Loma? Yeah, he does. He does have power. He does.
He got crazy
But
power.
Do you think Loma was 100% in that fight? Man, Loma never come on till like the 8th round.
See, the one thing
And I'll
about
tell
the
you what,
Loma
man.
shit, my opinion about the Loma fight is like this. I just think that's a bad matchup. Did you see the size differential when them boys was both really
Yeah.
in front of each other? That shit was looking
Yep.
spooky. And then I was saying to myself, I'm like, yo, if Teofimo Lopez is just active and fight smart, he could beat him because look, the size difference was just too much. And I just was thinking that it's a bad matchup. I think if they fight again, Teofimo will be all ready to go do that because he already know he probably will take him out. Because I feel like that's the one, like I said, that's
Yep.
like with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury would jump up quick to fight Deontay Wilder because he already know what time it is. That's what you know what I'm saying. He'll
Yep.
jump quick to
Yep.
fight him because he done fought him already a bunch of times. And I feel like, and that's his
Yeah.
claim to fame as far as I'm concerned. So if Loma was to say I want to fight Teofimo Lopez again, he'll jump because I just think that's just a matchup made in heaven for him. And the size differential is just too much, and he's a good enough boxer. You know what? Loma's last fight was against Jermaine
Jermaine
Ortiz, if I'm
Ortiz.
not mistaken.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yo, Ortiz is built exactly like Teofimo Lopez.
Yep.
He was giving Loma problems.
Man, I don't know if Loma's the same Loma. I don't know if Loma's Loma, if he's the Matrix anymore.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I tell you now, if they make that match up with Devin, bro, and Loma gets off to the starts he's got off in his last 4 fights, man, Loma's in trouble. Loma's going to be behind, and I don't think Loma can claw it back against Devin, bro.
Wait a minute. Y'all really want to see that fight? I don't want to see that fight. I have screamed to the top of the rafters, please do not send the Savior. Do not send the Savior. I took my cam off, but I got quotes up in the air. Do not send the Savior to go in front of Devin Haney and get whitewashed. Please.
Yep.
Don't do it. Don't. I don't want to see it. Y'all want to see it?
You know that's Bob Arum's little boy. You know that Loma's his little guy. And Bob Arum would want nothing more than to have them belts back at Top Rank. But I just don't think I think he's past it, man. I think he's past it. I think he's got too many miles on the clock.
He's dancing in the wrong ring. He's dancing with guys that he's just not big enough for them guys. That's just just not, man. He just
Shakur and Dev would be a hell of a matchup.
What?
That's
you see the size, the size, man? The size differential though, like with Shakur and Loma, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. Yep. It's just too much.
Like, it is.
I know size don't mean everything. I know that. But this is just different. This dude is like really like a 116, 118, I'm that's too low. I'm 126. 126. That's Loma.
Max.
Is 135? Yeah, 126 max. My bad.
Yep.
You right.
Yep.
He's messing around with these boys at 135 who walk around at 160, 165. And they come all the way down. And when they eat a piece of grapefruit, they gain 30 pounds after they come off the scale. What are you talking about? They in the ring junior middleweights fighting at 135. They after you know what I'm saying? Fight night, they junior middleweights.
Yeah, totally.
Loma ain't gonna bust. He might lose weight after he come off the scale at 135. He might lose weight when he go into the ring. Because he gotta beef up to go up to get there. These man, and they coordinated and they got game. They fast too. Like Loma's hand speed is not Devin Haney's hand speed. Sorry, it ain't. It ain't Shakur Stevenson hand speed. It's just not. And when you got bigger guys in there that's coordinated, fast, strong, can throw combinations, and can muscle you, they can smother your shit. They don't have to let Lomachenko fight. They don't have to. You already seen Devin Haney in the first fight, the way he did Kambosos. You don't think he can't do that to Lomachenko? You're tripping. You're tripping. He could jab him off and just grab him all night. What is he gonna do? He could do that all night. I don't want to see that fight.
Absolutely.
I'd rather see Lomachenko. I don't know. I maybe go down and just start beating up everybody at that 126, man. And there's some good fights down there too. But I think he gonna end up getting embarrassed. That's just my opinion. I think it's only a matter of time. The Savior gonna go down, down. Like,
I
I'm
agree.
serious. The Savior. I don't really say him by his name. I just call him the Savior.
Salute TWT. What's going on? K Savoy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, y'all. Everybody that's tuned in, we appreciate y'all. And we appreciate you, Kangaroo, man. You off the hook. We fuck with you. We fucks with authenticity. You seem to be an authentic guy. We fucks with that.
Yeah, we don't
We
really let
fucks with all our subs too, man. Cause y'all got to be real if y'all rock with us, cause we dumb as shit.
exactly crazy,
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
crazy.
So we respect everybody that watch. Salute to all y'all. But yeah, man, Teofimo Lopez, I think when he on his game, he about as skilled and not ready as anybody out there, man. But he just don't seem focused, dog. He just don't. I got a whole bunch of reservations. Don't nobody
Yeah,
want to talk about like I don't think that he need to maybe he might need to get rid of his daddy, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's been a couple of fighters in history, you know what I mean? They come up, they train with their daddy, and sometimes it just don't work out. Like especially the bigger they get, the more bigger the fighters get, like the dad-father relationship be getting strained because you got a bunch of different people in people's ears. You feel what I'm saying, Eddie? Like
yeah.
when y'all just coming up together,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's saying shit to y'all. But then
Exactly.
when you start getting bigger, now you got other people coming in from other ways, from other angles, telling you what you should be doing and how you should be doing this, and you shouldn't be listening to this person and that person.
Or you should be running. You should be running it this way and shit. Right. Facts.
Yeah, and it gets to the point where you're not so like you bump heads with your dad because it's like y'all like the closest to each other. I'm cool with the father and son training, but I just feel like it should just be a level. I feel like you should get an outside voice. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get an outside voice to like be like the middle guy, the mediator, the moderator of everything.
No, you're good, bro. Thanks for having you. Appreciate for having you on, man. No worries.
It's all good. Carl, the kangaroo, or is he a crocodile hunter or is he a kangaroo hunter?
He's a crocodile hunter.
Oh shit. That's lit. Oh man. Well, we salute, man. Thanks for coming on. But Joe, man. Uh yeah, but back to the T.O. Come on, man. Like we know he got all the tools. Like I said, it's just do we want it? Do we want
Yeah, your mic
it?
sounds far.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Do we want it? Because he got the tools. That Lomachenko shit, I don't need, man. You know what? As much as I don't, maybe we need to see it. We need to see it, I suppose.
What Loma
So versus Shakur
versus
Stevenson or Tank Davis or Devin Haney or any of them. Maybe we need to see that.
I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Devin Haney. That would probably be an alright fight. Him
I
versus
don't think so.
I
I'm
think it'd
just
be alright. I think Devin Haney will win, but I feel like it won't be. I think it'll be a boring fight.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think Devin Haney will win, but it would just be a boring ass fight.
Yep. Yep.
It won't really
And
be too much action. Action. It just be two mechanics working.
man, that size differential, man, is just really, really crazy.
Yeah,
He was having
absolutely.
problems. He was having problems with Ortiz. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He was legit having problems with Ortiz.
Hmm.
Legit. The size was bothering. When Ortiz was fighting with range and size, Loma could not do anything. Loma started to get popping when Ortiz was getting tired because he don't fight like that. He don't fight at that pace. So he tired out. But what do you do against one of these young bucks that's ready to go 12? Ortiz barely, I don't even think he ever went 12 ever in his career. Might not even went 10 rounds. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And he was giving Loma everything. He just was tired out. What do you do against one of them dudes that's built and look exactly like him in good condition with better boxing skills? It's just I just don't see it. Look, I just don't see it ending well
I
for
am
him.
tired.
Just don't see it ending well for him, man. That's just my opinion. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
see it. How? Like people can say think all they want about Lomachenko. Okay, he can box, but I just think he's not. This ain't the right division for him.
So, if anything, he should go down.
What do you mean? Go down like he should get knocked out?
No, like go down and wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No doubt about that, cuz like for real. Like, take your
Like
ass
I
down,
think he go
man.
down.
Take your ass down to the lower divisions, man. Cause I just think it ain't gonna end well. This ain't gonna end well. Like I know Carl was saying some real shit when he said, Bob Arum, that's his boy. That's Loma's his boy and everything. And I know it would make Bob so happy to have them belts back. And he's trying to do everything he can to set that up. But it's just it's gonna be a rude awakening. That shit is not gonna be cool. Like people keep talking about, oh well, Loma's one of the best boxers of all time. Really? One of the best amateur boxers of all time, for sure.
I am tired.
Like his like
But yeah, like for real, dogs. Like this dude.
yeah.
Yeah, you hear me?
Hold on, fam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Mic check. I know. Kangaroo said he was having some problem with his mic, or I don't know what's going on that end.
Can you get me? You
Yeah,
hear me
I hear
now?
you. I hear you.
Check. Gotcha.
Okay, but you switch Bluetooth or something?
Hell yeah, man.
Okay, okay.
Hell yeah, man. Um, shit. All right, so I bet like so we set like if you talking about who we want to see Estrada or Chocolatito fight next, like the consensus me in my opinion, I think they should fight again. You say they should fight again, but if it's not that, then what do you think? Do you think do you like a Donaire
I
Estrada fight? You like that fight?
I don't know. I rather see him fight Chocolatito.
Donaire.
That wouldn't be a bad fight.
Oh man, I
But
love that
I
fight.
rather, but I rather see the fourth fight with Chocolatito.
Yeah, facts, man.
Like
That's just too.
I'm
It's
just
beautiful
kind of
music.
set on that because like, oh man,
It's beautiful music, ain't it, cuz?
and yeah, exactly. It was just it's like when you close your eyes and you listen to good music, you can vibe to it. But now it's vice versa. Now you're just looking at this fight, and it's just like, wow, these are two guys fight like just fighting, and they're just not just fighting. They're making it work. It's just everything is just coordinated. It's like, damn, shit. Oh shit, but
The,
whoa. He
them
just came
boys
up
was
with three
made for
punches,
each
but
other.
damn, he just hit him with exactly. It was just like, yo, we can put these two guys here in front of you guys, and we know they're gonna show out every single time.
Yeah, man. That
Like that's
I
like
like
last night. Like yeah, a lot of people were saying like yeah, he didn't do nothing in the first couple of rounds. He didn't really do much, but he did picked it up the last 6 rounds. But Estrada just had that same blood pumping. He just had that fucking kettle on the fucking he had the kettle on the pot boiling the
That
whole
was the
fight.
other thing, and yo, it really reminded me a lot of the T.O. Loma fight. It really did. But the different, and it's the same comparison though. I feel like because even though when Loma started to cook in that fight, T.O. still was fighting back. It wasn't like these were just definitive rounds that Loma was smoking them in. Like they were rounds that you could give him, but T.O. was in it. And like I said, maybe we was giving him them rounds because we like, damn, we fighting. So let's give him the win. But man, yeah, look, I don't want to see Loma fight them other guys, but I guess maybe we need to see it. How about that? And with I think Chocolatito and Donaire, come on, man. Like I said, I feel like that's like the winner can figure out. They both can figure out what they want to do, which way they want to go, win or lose. It's like a crossword, across a path, like a crossroads battle. It's like a crossroads battle. Like a where do the legends go from here type thing. I like that. That's a definite.
Like a passing of the torch type thing.
Yeah, well, no, not passing of the torch. They both legends. You know what I'm saying? Passing of the torch would be more like I don't know, Bam and Chocolatito. They decide
That's
to
what
do
I'm saying.
something.
Like that.
Yeah,
Like if that was to happen, that's how. Damn. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, exactly. Like that. That's exactly a good example.
yeah, something more like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't remember but Estrada. I don't do anybody really want that smoke? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Do you really want that smoke? But like but it could be Estrada just bring the best out of him. Who knows? But if he looked like that the next time coming around, that's gonna be a tough out, man. He a tough out. Period. I'm talking about for any of them guys around there. Like I don't think anybody can really beat him down there like that though now. He looked so sharp last night, despite Chocolatito going off. Still look good as fuck there. Sharp as fuck out there. I don't even know but the only person I want to see him fight is Chocolatito again.
That would
So
be nice.
Fatality.
so what's good, man? Did you check out you catch any of the games today?
I caught good some of the games. I didn't catch everything, but I caught some of the games. Was more with my daughter and everything. So you
That's
already
what's up.
know. Um, but yeah, like shit. I know a lot. I know. This weekend, shit got popping this weekend. I know that. That's for damn
Well, oh
sure.
man, all I'm gonna say
For
is
football.
the damage report. The damage report today was out of pocket. Like a lot of key players got hurt. Um, the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, the 49ers lost their starting
Okay.
quarterback. They lost their quarterback. They lost Jimmy Garoppolo. He broke his foot. Um, I'm trying to remember if there was what other crazy injuries because there was something else. Um, the Dallas Cowboys hung 54 up tonight on the Colts. 54 points, and that's supposed to be such a great defense. But Dallas is out of pocket. Like I don't like the Cowboys, but I can't. I don't hate on when you're doing nothing. What you're doing, what you're supposed to do. Them boys balling. Cowboys balling. I never ever like to say anything like that. The Cowboys balling, but they'll find a way to fuck it up. They'll find a way to fuck it up because they're the Cowboys. And the Eagles,
He
they
said,
can't beat the Eagles. They can't beat the Eagles anyway. I don't think they beat the Eagles. The Eagles are the best team in football, in my opinion. They they got everything you need. They got a good secondary. They got
Nice throw.
shit, that was mad late.
then
The
don't do it
fuck?
again. Then don't do it again.
I switched off the screen mad long ago. No, like you can put it once to play, but I put it mad long ago and I forgot to untag it.
You good, bro? Cause we about to come up close to that time anyway. Normally, we about up to that hour mark, and I know it's late on your side. See, I'm over there in Florida. I know it's late. See, I'm over in Cali. Still got the night ahead of me.
Cali.
Still got the night ahead of me. It's early out here, so. But if you want to, if you want to get off,
I'm chilling. I got a good. Probably what I'm gonna stay on for another like 5-10 minutes.
yeah, because we can't have it. We can't be doing that. If you gotta go, you gotta go, fam. You gotta go, you gotta go. But yeah, man, the Eagles the best team in football. Kansas City lost to the Bengals. Joe Burrow got Patrick Mahomes' number. You heard me. I said
Yeah,
it.
I've seen that game. I saw that game. Yeah,
Joe Burrow
had
stepped his game up every time they play them guys. He basically, you know what I'm saying? Every time he step up.
mm-hmm.
But the Chiefs. I swear, when the Chiefs lose, them teams act like they just won the Super Bowl. When the Chiefs lose, the other team act like they just won the chip. Because that's because teams know how hard it is to beat Patrick Mahomes, man.
So basically,
Like,
they had their Super Bowl. You can basically say that.
that's how it be, man. It be like that. Them boys, listen, them boys went like, I don't know, I can't remember. They didn't win like a long stretch. Like they didn't went like a couple years without losing a game in November and December. Period. Like they don't lose in November and December. It's been a long stretch. I mean, I think it's went like a couple of seasons. Like they'll lose in the beginning of the year and they'll lose at the end of the year. But in the middle, that's when they figure shit out and they be like, you know what? We know who he is. We finna go off on y'all. That's why they don't lose in November and December. Because they get the gears rolling. But they don't lose in the middle, man. So it's hard to beat Patrick Mahomes in December. It's like hard as fuck. Like it's almost impossible. But it's dope as Patrick Mahomes been this year.
Go ahead.
Dope as Mahomes been this year. MVP so far is Jalen Hurts going away. Going away. Y'all can talk about all them other names just to keep it cool, but it's Jalen Hurts. Unless something crazy happens, right now Jalen Hurts the MVP. Like for real, the boy do everything. The man do everything, and like it's so nice to see him figure it out, and it don't hurt to have AJ Brown, who is basically a tight end, out there playing wide receiver and running like slot receivers. He's not cool. He's a cheat code. And on top of that, they got super chemistry because they homies. They ain't just like some football buddies. They homies. They know each other from way back. It's like playing in the backyard to them. They went and got a wide receiver, AJ Brown. That was beautiful, man. Barring injuries, because that's the thing. They've been getting lucky because AJ Brown been fragile. Like when he was in Tennessee, he used to get hurt all the damn time. So they've been lucky.
But he got his buddy, coordinate shit and make it work.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They doing their thing. Like the chemistry is nice. It's like playing in the backyard for them. If they stay healthy, I don't see ain't nobody gonna be able to beat them. It's just the way you got to play for them defensively. Like it's just real tough when that guy can run like the way he can run. You always got to watch him, and if you got somebody watching him, that means that you got somebody that's open somewhere. There's somebody open.
Yeah.
Um, it's just they gonna be a tough out. They'll hang 50 on you if they got to, but they pretty much do that. They'll hang 50 on you. Like they ain't no
But that's
joke.
but that's they can do that any
Then
game if
any
you let
game,
them.
and they got two, and their defense is crazy. They front seven. It's not even a front seven with the Eagles. It's like a front 15 because they got so many guys that they could throw in the front four. The defensive line, they just keep that stack. They keep them fresh. They coming in and out. Them big boys don't be tired like that. They got crazy pass rushers that just come in on like third down and just all they do is just run at the quarterback real crazy. They got run stoppers on the front line. They got two bookend cornerbacks. They got two stud cornerbacks. Bradbury and Darius Slay are as good as it gets as a tandem in the NFL. When you got two guys that you really don't have to worry about so much in pass coverage that can defend almost anybody in the NFL man to man, that is a great fucking thing to have. That means your safeties in the backfield, the secondary can be the spies that they're meant to be and just be free to do what they want to do. And they don't have to always come run to go help the corners. You know what I'm saying? The second or wide receiver look like he's going to break. You can put them out on islands against aces, against real good wide receivers. So, like, they just, to me, got the best team. Like, there may be better players on other teams, but I think totally complete, they have the best offense, and they got a defense, too. Like, their defense is crazy. So, like, I'm right. The Eagles, like, in the power rankings, in my opinion, they was probably already number one. I hate to say it, man, but hey, man, maybe you might have to slip Dallas. You might have to start talking about Dallas. The only reason why Dallas is it's a weird situation is because they basically a wild card right now because they so far behind the Eagles. But I'm talking about like in the power rankings, man, like Dallas, you gotta start thinking about that. Like they got a good running back tandem. Dak Prescott playing pretty good. The defense, they get at it, especially when it comes to blitzing the quarterback, they get at it. And then now with Jimmy G in San Francisco, the quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo breaking his foot, and he being done, and they have the 7th round pick at quarterback. I still think they're gonna be good and they're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't know if he can take them to the promised land. You get what I'm saying? It's a 3rd string quarterback. Like,
Yeah, exactly, and it's like it's not really looking too good already.
no, I mean they won today.
Yeah,
San Francisco got a great defense. So it's like they won today. They got a great defense. And the thing with Kyle Shanahan, the coach, is that his offenses almost look like he almost is trying to tell people, I really don't need a great quarterback. I just need somebody that's functional that won't turn the ball over. Because I got all these other weapons and pieces that I could just integrate into the office and get it popping. You know what I'm talking about? So it's no big deal.
right.
For Kyle Shanahan, but I feel like when the chips hit the fan and it's in playoff time and it's in just January and you need a quarterback that needs to make big throws. I mean we're just gonna have to wait and see. But it was like if this dude was the last pick of the 7th round,
I
like
dig it.
I just question how good. I mean, is he good? Maybe he could be the steal of all time. We don't know. He could be another Tom Brady for all we know. We don't fucking know. But
Right. It's still young. Still young.
yeah, but Kyle Shanahan is not going to play. He's not going to try to put him in situations that he's going to really, really expose him because Jimmy G could be exposed. If you drop Jimmy G back and 5 and 7 step drop backs and he's looking over the pocket trying to go through his progressions, that's how Jimmy G fuck up.
Exactly.
So he takes that out of so Kyle Shanahan already takes that out of the equation and does not put Jimmy G in those situations.
Right.
And he'll do the same thing. He'll do the same thing for the backup. What the fuck is his name? My bad, y'all. What was his name? Was it Brody? Purdy. Purdy. How can I not forget that? Yeah, but now with him, with no Jimmy G,
Right.
San Francisco might be taken down just a notch on the power rankings. I had them as like maybe the second team or the third best team in football.
Yo, I'm gonna
As
let you
ranked.
go. I'm gonna let you keep cooking.
Oh, no doubt, man.
All right.
Good night, sir. CBC. But yeah, the uh, the NFL is crazy this year, man. Like I, I'm still trying to get the feel of this whole 17 game season and all of this stuff, man. Like this is real crazy. Like it's an extra game. We got a whole nother team. We got the two teams being first. I mean, I think it's only like one or two teams get the bye. It's so confusing. I mean, but I'm still trying to get the feel of it. But damn, why did Dallas hang 54 up on the Colts? That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. I mean, the Colts, I ain't saying they great or nothing like that, but they defense is way more sharper than that. Let me see what we got here. Hmm. It's so crazy. So I'm just being crazy and going on to ESPN.com, which I really don't do often when in regards to comes to boxing. But I'm just trying to be nosy and see what the heck they're talking about. And they butter up real crazy to Tyson Fury. So it's like kind of hard to even figure out what is to be made of this because it's so biased. So Fury claimed that if he can't work something out against Usyk, that he would try to fight Joe Joyce.
That's just another way out. Just another way out to not fighting Usyk.
Yo, I thought you was out, fam.
Listen, I'm backstage.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I thought you popped back on the stream. I'm like, oh, damn. I thought you was out. Anyway, my co-host is backstage. I thought he popped back on the stream. It is what it is. But yeah, he just was saying that that's just a cop out. Eddie was just basically telling me that that's a cop out. You know, like he just really just trying to find a way to out to just talk shit to slide into fighting Joe Joyce. But I want to see him fight Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I want to see him fight all of them dudes. Fight,
At least he's
bruh.
finding someone with a name.
Fight somebody that will fight you
Move
back,
Janito.
and fight somebody that'll fight you back. Like seriously, like fight, and then you're gonna make more. To be honest, you shouldn't even be trying to fight Joe Joyce. Like you shouldn't even be trying to. Like you should be trying to cash out. Tyson Fury should be trying to cash out. The bigger fights are with other guys. You shouldn't even be trying to fight Joe Joyce. You should be out here trying to fight. I mean, maybe Anthony Joshua. I don't mind. Like I said, I don't. I'm one of the people that don't mind Wilder Fury 4. If Wilder has another good showing, I don't mind that. Um, but the thing, Joshua Usyk, you'll probably make more money. You'll probably make the most money. I mean, I don't know. That's debatable. It could be debatable. But you probably make the most money with Usyk because it's the undisputed. But that don't mean that you won't make a pretty penny fighting against AJ in the UK. You know, you fighting Wembley or something like that. I ain't to say you won't make a lot of money doing that either. But I bet both of those fights are way more lucrative than Joe Joyce. So why would you even do that if those are on the table? I'm not saying because I know they don't really want to fight Joe Joyce. So like they want to put him on the back burner because they trying to get their resume up and still make money. Man, fighting a guy like him takes away from that. You know what I'm saying? So I question that. Like, if it ain't Usyk, what are we talking about? If it ain't Usyk, what are we talking about? I mean, this dude be retiring and all this other shit. Then he say he want to fight Wilder again, fight Usyk. He just all over the place, bro. He don't. And then he'll talk all that shit. He will talk all of that shit, and then he'll go fight David Price. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know, but that's what he'll do.
He won't fight neither one of them. He's gonna fight somebody else.
Oh, welcome back.
He ain't gonna fight either one of them fuckers. He's just gonna fight somebody else who we don't want to see. He gonna pull a Mayweather.
Oh, Mayweather. What you talking
Remember
about?
when Mayweather say, "Hey, who do you
Oh,
want me to see? You want me to fight this guy or fight this guy?"
oh yeah, with Amir Khan and Maidana. He definitely did. He definitely did. It was like, yo, he put the poll up on his page, everything. Everybody was like, Amir Khan, fight Khan. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna fight him though. Fight Maidana though. But yeah, man, Fury. It's almost like a believe when you see it type thing with him for sure, because he just be on some shit. Plus, I don't really fuck with him like that because I low key think Tyson Fury a racist. So like, I'm really, that's just it's a lot of shit with him. But I can say I respect him as a boxer. But all that other shit, he be saying some wild shit. He do. He be saying some wild shit and some racist shit too. Like people be saying he a troll and he be funny. That shit don't be funny to me. I try to keep it rap when it come to him, but then it be hard to talk about him because he don't fight nobody. He fight number tune-ups and weirdos, and I low key think he a racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He's just funny moving to me, and all that yelling and screaming and ha and kikiing all in Usyk right there. That shit corny to me. I don't get down with all that dumb shit, man. You either fighting or you not. Figure out a way to negotiate these fights. You feel me?
You're right.
Your ass just like. So what's up with you, Eddie, man? Like, are you gone? Are you here? What's going on with you?
No, like I'm not. I'm backstage. Like I'm over here washing dishes and shit backstage. So I'm not trying to have
You're
all
not
that.
backstage. You're live, man.
Well, I'm live now. I was backstage, and I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
backstage to finish washing dishes. That's how I just had to come on and have my little piece real quick about this motherfucking Tyson Fury bullshit.
That's what's up, bro.
Damn.
That's what's up.
All right.
Salute, dude. Yo, that's my codes, man. That's my boy right there. Me and Eddie, we family. Um, that's my brother from another mother. You know, I known him long time, damn near 10 years maybe. Um, we was in the trenches together out in Pennsylvania. Uh, but after that, he went to one coast. He went to the Gulf Coast, pretty much down in Central Florida, and I'm out here on the West Coast of California, which is why we came up with the corny ass name, Coastal Boxing Club, because we do coast to coast basically. Because yeah, it's corny as shit, but we liked it, so we rocking with it. Get off. But yeah, man, if anybody's out there watching, I don't know who's watching. If anybody is, salute. It's all about the watch hours. It's all about the watch hours. Shit. All right, let's see what else. I'm just running down this stupid shit because ain't nothing else really that I got on my mind. Let's see. Yeah, El Rey, man, he fought on the co-main of the Chocolatito fight, and I don't know, man. The dude, Carmona, if I remember right, Sandy Carmona, who looked like a Paulie Malignaggi, he looked like Diet Paulie Malignaggi when he came in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He fought very admirably against El Rey, and it looked like somewhere in the middle of the fight that Carmona looked like he injured his hand, might have broken or something like that. But after that, he stopped really throwing punches and he started literally running in the ring, like literally running in the ring. So that's just not going to look good. That's not a good look. He ended up losing, but he fought well. And I don't know about El Rey, man. Um, he literally was running at this guy like hands flying, like no. There were certain moments he just didn't look coordinated. Like I just feel like somebody with some real sharp skills will take El Rey out, just like the way Chocolatito took him out. Like somebody that's willing to stand in front of him, take a shot, and land precise punches, he'll walk into something real smooth and he'll go to sleep. I mean, he's holding on to that belt. Somebody gonna take that off him. Yeah, El Rey is a paper champion. He's gassed. I ain't saying he ain't a good fighter, but he ain't that. Let's see. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. Let's talk about this shit. Yeah, but back to like okay with Bob Arum and all this promotion stuff. Well not Bob Arum, but just promotion stuff. Period. Talk about that real quick. I don't know if a lot of people know this. I don't know why we don't. If we are boxing fans, I'm just gonna say it. If you don't, that just because a fighter is here and a fighter is there does not mean that you can just walk up and make fights. That's not how I go. It's not how I go. You should say, "Oh, it's a fighter here. They're there. Oh, go get a contract, sign it, get them to fight." That's not how I go. You got to go through a whole bunch of yellow tape. You got promoters over here that want a piece of the money. And then really they want all the money. So you got two promoters basically fighting over who get all the money. And fights don't get made. Um, it seems like it's just hard for these people to seem to get together and make these fights but they do it because they can't afford to lose their money. They can't afford to lose their cash cow. They don't want to expose the cash cow. So this is why big fights don't get made when we want to make them unless they feel like it's time for that fight to be made. Hold on, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. My apologies. Very sorry about that. Yeah, but I think I was talking about the promoters. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of things that have to happen. Man, for years these guys have been acting like this about making big fights. But I mean, you really literally almost got it to the point where some of these guys won't even do business with each other at all. And Al Heyman really don't want to work with none of these guys, it seems like. I mean, the money, the chicken just got to be sold through the roof to get him to come out and play with the other promotion companies. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying that he won't make fights with other guys. I just feel like when it comes to the bigger fights, it just seems harder to make those. Like he'll make, I mean, he's made some big fights, cross promotion. They've done it. But Al Heyman, as much as people don't like him because of the way that he handles the situation, in regards to business, his business model is pretty smart. I mean, it's pretty smart. You know why it's smart? Because people fall for the shit. Why stop doing it if everybody is still falling for the shit? We complain about it, but we still fall for it. We still do it. We still order these fights and everything like that. Like, why would McDonald's stop serving you the Big Mac if you keep buying the motherfucker? Why would they do that? If you keep buying it, they're gonna keep serving you the bullshit. And that is what happens when it comes to boxing. They build up an image of the bigger guys that they want to promote. They build the image up so big and healthy, it gets to the point that they can fight anybody, but you here for it. You here for it. It don't matter. They build up such a showing, a following, that they can fight anybody, and you here for it. They fight in house. He got guys that they know can't beat the guys. Put them out there. Put up a corny paper title or something like that to make it to be able to say, oh, it's a 12-round fight. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to see a paper. Nobody wants to pay pay-per-view money for a 10-round fight. These are all, it's like all hustle games, and this is what we partake in it, and then we get mad at it when it don't go the way that we want it. I hated it just as much as everybody else, but this is what we came up on. The engine is why we are here where we're at. Even though it sucks and some of the shit about it is bad, but we grew up loving boxing because of the engine. The fights that I grew up seeing and watching and studying and wanting to become those guys that I grew up looking at watch fight. You know, the Pernell Whitakers and the Oscar De La Hoyas and the Fernando Vargases. When I was that's who I was looking at. Hagler and them was on their way out. That's who I was looking at growing up. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was an engine, was part of the engine. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson was a part of the boxing engine. If you look, his image was so out of pocket, so through the roof, so bigger than life that we was there to watch him fight nut ass Peter McNeely. We was deaf for that dumb shit. I know he had just got out of jail, but we should have been like, dog, Peter McNeely? Yeah. You basically just pulled an Apollo Creed when he fought Rocky in the first fight. Just pulled out a magazine and just opened that bitch. Was like, okay, boom. That's who we fighting right there. Mike Tyson fought a lot of tomato cans. He beat some good champions too, though. So I'll never diss Mike because Mike beat good champions. But he beat a lot of weirdos. And we were here for it. We didn't care. As long as he was knocking people out, moving on to the next one. This is how bad it was. We were so engulfed into the engine when it came to Mike Tyson. We would have fight parties. We would have big pay-per-views. The pay-per-view sales would be crazy. Everybody's home watching the fights just to see him knock somebody out in one round. We're paying top dollar, spending all kinds of money to go into these people that spend all the money to go to the fights, pay-per-views, parties, all this kind of stuff. And you pay for that. You intentionally pay for that to see something that you know ain't gonna last 3 minutes. If anybody watching, tell me. Now, it may be fun when you're seeing it, but when you sit back and you think about it, Like if you sit back and you think if you went to a championship fight and you knew the intention was that you was going in there to spend tens of thousands of dollars to watch somebody get smoked in a couple of minutes, I don't know, man. That just don't add up well to me. I just don't feel all geared up. I mean, not to say I don't want to see it, but damn, if you want to order a pay-per-view, you want to see something. Like, but Mike Tyson was a part of the engine. He was a part of the engine. And we love Mike Tyson. But he was a part of the engine. Floyd Mayweather was a part of the engine. There's so many fighters that are part of the engine that we love. You know, the things that they've done in the ring, we don't discredit them for it. Oscar De La Hoya was a part of the engine. Canelo Alvarez is a part of the engine. But we still love the things that come from the engine. There's been so many things. Like these promoters do this, and this is just boxing. That's how I look at it. I just take like when it comes to it's boxing matches and it's prize fighting, and I feel like we get that twisted a lot. But like I said, the engine is what makes us love it. I'm not saying we should agree with it, but the engine has got us to where we are right now. I'm talking about going all the way back, basically, especially when Bob and Don got their hands on things. Ever since Bob and Don got their hands on things, man, a lot of stuff has been the engine, strictly. And they keep it going so they can keep their pockets right and give everybody else crumbs. And they don't want to give no damn milk. Like in boxing, these guys make all this fucking money. And the fighters don't make the kind of money that, depending on who you are, a lot of these guys don't make the kind of money that a bench player in the NFL might make. But they taking all these hits to the head. The NFL guys get benefit plans after they play X amount of years and they retire. I don't hear none of these sanctioning bodies or nothing like that offering none of these fighters no medical plans or none of that shit after they fight, after they retire. I don't be hearing about none of that. These boys, but they're janky, but what they do is shitty and slimy. But this is why we are where we're at. It should be different. Hell yeah. But I can't take away what made me love the sport. The engine. I hate to say it, but this is what made me love the sport. It's what got me into it. Putting people up, putting Sugar Ray Leonard on Wheaties boxes and shit like that. This is what this part of the engine. Prize fighting, man. It's not about just boxing. Boxing is boxing. I can get in the ring with somebody else right now. We go in the ring, we get it in, this boxing. That's it. But prize fighting is a totally different ball game. Totally different fight game. My apologies. And I just think that we should just I'm not saying be impatient, but just understand it's what it is. Like something like you could change it. It's all good to change it. But like I said, I'm not gonna discredit the engine helping me get to where I'm at. I just think that these guys should work better together. There's so much money to be made. You know, this whole the engine it's breaking down now. To this point, it's where we got, but it's breaking down now because we can't even get the real fights that we want to see anymore. At least even back in the day. And plus there was less promoters really with their hands and things back in the day. So it's a little different. But a lot of big fights was made back in the day. Like they was made. They made it like some of the best, like, you know, when you think about, especially like around the late 80s, like it seemed like it was only the best fighting the best. Like you'd be hard pressed to just be saying like, oh, this person is ducking this person forever and ever and all of this and that. Like you had multiple fights with Hagler, Duran, Hearns. Multiple fights around and amongst them guys, and then there were other people floating around that was real crazy, like if I'm not mistaken, like Roger Mayweather, Don Curry, and just a bunch of guys floating around in that era that were all top notch, and they all were fighting each other. They were all world champs, multiple world champs, Hall of Famers. They all were fighting each other. Like when you sit back and you think right now, can you really honestly say like how many Hall of Famers that you know like right now that you think that'll be a future Hall of Famer that is set up that these guys are going to fight each other? Okay, I just watched the fight last night that I could say that more than likely both of those guys will probably make the Hall, which was Chocolatito and Estrada. I think they Chocolatito's a lock. I'm pretty sure Estrada will get in as well. Um, but when you look at like the future of boxing, I mean, yeah, maybe Fury and Usyk when they fight, and Bud and Spence if they ever fight. Um, but then after that, you got to start reaching and looking to see if you can safely say, "Oh, well, that's two Hall of Famers about to fight." And the reason why is because these promoters know that if they got Hall of Fame level boxers, they trying to make the biggest payday to step them out in front of people. The biggest payday possible. Maximize the dollar. Hate it, and I know everybody else hates it, but it is what it is. But it's breaking, and we need to figure out a way to push the needle more to get them to start catering to the people that really want to see the fights, the people that pay for the fights. You know, um, one thing I always used to always crack a joke about was that rappers kill me because like we go ham, we run out and buy CDs, we stream their music, whatever the hell, any way to purchase people's music. You buy their merch. You might even wear a pair of their sneakers or whatever the hell it is. And the first thing, like you when you buy a rapper's music album, you put it on. The first thing you say is "fuck all you broke ass motherfuckers," and you be like, "Damn, bruh, it's like that. Fuck all those broke ass motherfuckers. I just bought your shit. I'm the reason why you got a fucking crib in Beverly Hills, you bitch ass motherfucker." But that's besides the point. We run and go flock to go buy albums for dudes that are basically looking down on us and telling us we ain't shit. But we here for it and we entertained by that shit. And I feel like it's the same thing with the boxing engine. Like, but you can't, they shit on us and they don't give us nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? Or they look at us and be like, "Hi, the joke's on you." That's what they do. Like they show us something and they pull it away from us. Like this Bud fight should be happening. It's just a part of the dumb shit with the promoters, man. This shit is Al Heyman, the way he do things. If you want to make a whole lot of money, it's a smart way to go about it. And the reason why it's a smart way to go about it, like I said, is because people take it on the chin, and we need to stop. We need to stop. But yeah, man, I just wanted to just rant. You know, my guy been gone for a good little minute. If anybody's still watching my crazy ass, I appreciate you. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Like the stream. Uh, we appreciate people that come on the channel and comment big time, man. Like we like to just be basically fully interactive. I mean, it's some streams that I watch on YouTube, and if you're not giving donos to these dudes, they don't even acknowledge that you exist. You could be a legit, solid, straight to the point, don't play games or disrespect. You just talk your talk and you come on to people's streams and you just want to comment and mix up with the guys that you subscribe to or whatever you watching their video, and they don't even respond to you unless you hit them up with a dono. That's corny, man. I don't care how big. If this channel ever was to get big or whatever, man, we're gonna try to talk to everybody possible, man, because we appreciate y'all. Because human life is priceless, and human interaction is priceless. The possibilities are endless is one of my favorite lines, and especially it implies when you're talking about networking. It's a big deal. The world is bigger than where you live. The world is bigger than where you live. I think it's crazy. It's so beautiful. Like we just had somebody on the stream earlier that was from Australia. We talked to people in Korea, the Philippines, Russia. Shout out to all y'all. We see y'all. All our overseas cross the water folks, we see y'all. We appreciate y'all. but it's a beautiful thing to be able to interact with y'all. Like this wasn't available to us like 30, 40, like 30 to some years ago. It wasn't like this available like this to everybody. Just to be able to just touch base with people from all over the world. This is special, man. This is special, and we can move mountains now because everybody can be heard. Everybody can be heard, man. That's why it's a beautiful thing. We should all try to keep this going and support the people out here that are trying to keep it straight up and down. Don't bullshit you, don't sugarcoat it. Just tell you how it is. I'm not afraid of any man on this planet. So like I will tell you to your face what you see me say on the stream. That's for anybody that ever wants to know that. And I will say this anytime for anybody who wants to know. I will tell you to your face what I tell you on the stream. And I should be able to do that. And you shouldn't be, I should be able to do that because we're just grown people talking. All right. Just trying to get our point across. It's just fun to have fucking debates. And it's crazy. We didn't even jog our minds like this. COVID helped out so much with so many things, man, when it comes to networking. It's beautiful. Love networking, talking to people from all over, man. Like right now, it's 10:30 on the West Coast, 10:33 p.m. right now, and I know it might be somebody on the East Coast right now that's watching. It's late as hell, and it might be it's getting it's early slash late, or on the other side. But to be able to talk and get different input, talk about different culture shit and all that, it's beautiful, man. And it wasn't always here. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't always here when I was coming up. I wish I had the opportunity and the accessibility to be able to talk to people from all over the world. I'd be a rich man instead of fucking around with all these people here in the States that only want to do nothing but keep you down. Networking is a beautiful thing, man. Protect this. We need to protect this as much as we can. We have a voice. Everybody is important, man. Everybody. Joe, I'm about to sign off. This is Coastal Boxing, CBC. Chi Ming, wishing everybody have a good night, good morning, and we will be getting back to y'all with more streams in the near future. And I'm out.